Start this one with different preset. Let's choose file and new and choose different presets. Let's choose this. Scrolling down, I will choose this preset. Hitting play button, I will see the movement of the shapes of the presets. Then after seeing that, I will add my modification. You can hitting stop button to start it from the start. I will start adjust at this second. Let's choose this one, double click to add a text inside of this shape. This shape I will add a text inside of it. Let's say I will choose this one, choose a different shape and draw it. Just from left panel and double click and add a new text inside of it. Then you've added a shape and double click added a text inside of it. You can choose different one, make your adjustment, choose different rotation, make a scaling, increase the depth, decrease the depth in the space. Let's move to the panel of the shape on the right side. Let's make a hole inside of the shape. Some shapes you can make adjustment like hole inside of the circle, double click adding a text inside of it so it will appear inside of the hole. So you can make a new adjustment. You can also make adjustment for the shape with the text inside of it. Let's say I will decrease and increase the thickness of the text inside. Let's increase the bevel, the borders of the text which I drew inside of the shape. Let's say I select this one, move it away, give it a hole. Let's say I will move it to 75. Let's say 85. You can make a value of the adjustment, make it precise, or you can hit this tool and make a new shape. Presets of the shapes you can choose, draw it by dragging, or you can just, I will arrange this one, copy animation first. I will copy animation and paste animation. So you copy the animation from the shape and the presets to the shape you've drawn. So you can copy animation of this shape and make a paste animation in the shape you want. So I will select this one here and right click and press paste animation. So you pasted the animation from the presets to the shape you've drawn, and hitting play button, it's moved inside of it because they have the same position and the same movement. So I can select this one. This one is as a background, so I delete it, and this one I deleted also. This shape I've drawn, I move it away. So let's select this one and let's say I will copy a movement to the shape I've drawn. Let's say I will select this one and choose paste animation. So I moved the animation of the letter number 2 to the shape I have added and paste animation. Let's hit start. So you can see it's moving inside of it because they have the same position and the same movement. I copied its animation to the shape I have drawn. Let's say I will move to this second number 6 and delete this one, I don't need it, and move the shape I have drawn, make my own adjustment. Let's say I will double click to add a text inside of it. It's right there. I will delete this one, right? Let's say I will write tutorial. Let's say 15. Let's say okay. I have tutorial 15, so I draw a text inside of it. I can drag it. This is a shape in the background, not the shape I've selected after. So make sure you select the same shape you will add the text inside of it. Let's say I will make lesson inside of this shape, make the adjustment, decrease the depth. Let's say decrease the size of it. Let's make some adjustment, move it away. Let's say I will choose different font. I will scroll down and down and down to choose different font. Let's change the color of the text, a panel of the text, and choose different color. Decrease the thickness a little, thickness of the border, increase the thickness of the text and the depth. I will choose different color for the shape and the bevel of the shapes. Let's choose different shape bevel, and under text I will choose different shape also for the borders. You can increase or decrease the thickness to allow it to appear. Choose different one. And remember to hit the green plus button to save the keyframe you have added. Each shape you make adjustment, remember to add new keyframe. I will copy animation from this one. I will paste it to this shape. So it will move according to the animation I've copied. So it moves around the letter number O, which I made the same movement as it. I copied the animation of letter number O, so it moves at the same position. So you can select it, make some adjustments by scaling, rotation, or hitting the head of the arrow, move it a linear movement, or give it the panel on the right and give some value of the movement around the axis number, let's say axis Z. Let's give the design some movement. The same panels make the same movement. It's just a different value at different panels to make a precise movement. Let's say I will drag it in the depths and hidden and add a new keyframe. Let's change the color of the text. Let's choose this one. Let's change the color of the shape. Let's change the color of the side of the shape as the bevel. Let's change the transformation of the texture which is inside of the shape. Let's hit close and change to mirror. Give it reflection, give it a mirror, give it animation. Let's scroll down to rotation or horizontal scale. Choose this one, hitting close. Choose different text and adding a new texture, adding a new animation for the texture. You can also move the value of alpha opacity if you want. You can adjust this one, give it animation for the bevel around the shape and bevel around the text. Let's hit play button to see the movement. The movement of the shape itself and the text inside of the shape. It moves with the letter number O. I can choose this one and delete it and delete this one. Allow me to see the modification I have added. Let's say I will select this one and copy animation and paste it to this shape. This one have no animation, so I copy animation from this shape and paste it. I will copy text format. If I copy animation for the shape, it will paste for the shape, and if I copy for the text format, it will paste text format. Let's say I want the text format of this letter and copy animation from this shape. This paste animation, it move according to the letter number A, and if I text format, it copy the text format, the font, the color, the bevel. Let's see the movement. You can see the movement of the core shape that contains the text tutorial inside of it. It's like a huge rectangle contain it. Let's change the background. I will choose gradient to allow to see movement. You can also choose a different image or box or dynamics, whatever you need to change the background to. You can choose from different presets, or you can download your own image. You can choose this one, give it reflection, or give it a mirror, or give it animation for the background itself, like vertical scrolling. If you choose this one, you can see the movement of the background you have added. So you can add movement for the shapes you've added, movement for the text you write it, and movement to background. You can hit play button to see the movement. You can choose dynamics. You can add different dynamic for different shapes. You can add texture one, also texture two. If you had different foot's, you want two foot's in the background. And you can add your own movement for the background. This is the movement. And that's all. You can save it now.